Although the food is not always the healthiest, today we are going to change that. I want to welcome back registered dietitian Jennifer Meachum. Girl, you're going to tell me about some dishes that won't make you feel lethargic perhaps as much as, you know, the traditional delicious things that we love to eat.
Absolutely, but you know, I never sacrifice the taste. So that is what it's all about, good, nutritious food that tastes good, right?
That is so important.
Yes.
So you're teaching us how to make a pork tenderloin.
Yes, this is a cranberry jalapeno pork tenderloin, and I picked the pork tenderloin because that is a leaner protein source.
Okay.
So compare it to like a lean chicken breast, okay?
That's good to know because
absolutely.
I feel people don't try to, I kind of stay away from the pork.
Right, exactly. Yeah, right. They think maybe bacon or pepperoni. So we have about 2 pounds of pork tenderloin, and this is a very reasonable meat too. So if you're on a budget, this is a really good. This is about under $9 for both of these. So we want to start off with really getting some nice moisture on it.
Okay.
So we're going to add some healthy fats to this. So this is olive oil. You can just drizzle. It's about or about a tablespoon. I'm sorry.
Oh, I did a little
and then we have
more
that's fine.
I love olive oil though. I cook everything with olive oil.
So do I. I love the flavor. Rub it in there, and then we're going to season it really good. Okay. So in our seasonings, we have half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of black powder, and then we're going to give a nice smoky taste. So we're going to use a 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika.
Whoa,
okay,
girl, that's really
so
tasty.
Just rub that in. While we are doing this, we are preheating the oven to 425.
425.
And we are going to bake this in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. You want, if you do not have a meat thermometer, you want to get one, especially with pork. You want to make sure that it's cooked to the right temperature. 145 is medium rare, so you're safe there. Let it
145,
sit.
Okay.
Slice it up.
I'm still thinking about the turkey at 165, so
right.
I'm like,
so
okay,
between 145 and 165. 165 will give you a medium, but it dries out really fast. So take it at 145, let it set, and the temperature will rise. And this, I'm telling you, if you are having people over, this is on a budget. It is healthy. It is perfect for the holidays, or just a quick dinner. So you don't have to drive through and eat out, spend extra money. So isn't that it's already beautiful,
Jennifer,
even in the not cooked state, right? And this is the finished product. But before we,
so good.
So the really just the star of the show, in my opinion, is this homemade cranberry sauce. So we are ditching the canned cranberry sauce.
Sounds good.
Okay? And so we have our heat on medium. I would like you to put in a teaspoon, approximately. We're just eyeballing it of olive oil. There's really no wrong here. And then this is, again, cranberry jalapeno. So here is the fresh jalapeno. You can leave the seeds in or take them out. If you want more heat, leave the seeds. So this is this sweet heat that is really going to complement that pork tenderloin.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to let this soften for about a minute.
Great.
So when you're at home, let this cook a little longer because you want that soft. You don't want that crunch. You want it kind of nice and tender.
You want it tender, no crunch.
Exactly.
Okay.
So let's talk for just a second about cranberries. So cranberries are the lowest sugar fruit, believe it or not. I don't know if you knew that, because really when we have cranberry sauce, we always think of it really sweet, right?
Yes, because we add sugar to it.
Exactly. So that's where we're taking control, and we're adding some natural sweetness, and then instead of brown sugar, regular brown sugar, we're doing a brown sugar blend. So it's half brown sugar and then half Splenda.
Oh, okay.
So before I add the cranberries, let's add some juice. So we are going to add half of orange. You can add a whole if you'd like. You're not going to hurt my feelings. So this is going to add, add some moisture here. And then also we're going to add some water, about half a cup.
Okay. Why the water? Just to dilute a little, or
actually because we need to simmer these. These actually, so they're super hard right now.
Okay.
So we need these to soften up, and this is actually really fun that you're gonna hear them pop. It's awesome. So this will come to a simmer. This is a 1/4 cup of the brown sugar blend I was telling you about. This will come to a simmer, and then you will hear the cranberries pop, and they'll soften, and then you'll get that cranberry sauce look
get a little puffier, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
they'll puff, they'll break apart, and it'll get nice and tender. So there, and this is a 12-ounce bag. This is found in your produce section. You really can get it year-round, actually.
And I'm sure that cranberries in general are super good for you. I mean, I just remember being a kid drinking cranberry juice whenever I was sick.
Yes, loaded with antioxidants, and that is another key during this time when there's all kinds of viruses going around. We want to protect ourselves. So this is where we're going to add this nice hint of orange. We're going to do some orange zest. So I just have a micro grater here, and so you don't want to go too deep because then it'll get bitter on the rind. Yes, right there. And then you can see And you can just smell that aroma.
Ooh. Hey, you can't have.
Yes, I wish Gina St. viewers could smell in here. It smells so wonderful
I
already,
always tell them
right?
that, but another one, you can't have aroma without Roma.
Oh, I love
There you go.
it. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
So Jennifer, I know a little later on in the show, you're gonna teach us how to make a side dish that could pair really perfect with
Absolutely,
this.
yes.
And we'll talk more about your cookbook then as
Okay,
well. So
perfect.
I thank you so much for teaching us how to make this, y'all. And you better stick around to get the final recipe and see how this all pairs together. We're really looking forward to that.
Thank you.
Stay with us though, because we have a lot more coming up.